in change when we saw the Los Angeles Rams, using that example, go from Jared Goff to Matthew Stafford. There is an idea, there is a mentality that comes along too with the guy hitting the field every time and you feel like you can win a football game. And the Browns didn't have that with Baker Mayfield. We could sit here and kid ourselves and think that they were going to go forward with the idea that they could win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield at quarterback. That was not the case. They paid Deshaun Watson $230 million. Because they know that he's a guy that can lead them to a Super Bowl with his skill set and talent, and even overcome some deficiencies where they may be throughout the rest of this roster. Or if they have a bad Sunday defensively, they feel like they can put enough points on the board. And remember this too, they got Amari Cooper in a signing. So this is two guys that we know have a tremendous amount of talent that are coming to Cleveland to work together and make this a better football team. And we all they have been starving for this. Y'all, this is not just Baker Mayfield. This is 20 plus years of having bad quarterback play, or here and there, or up and down. Cleveland finally got a guy in Deshaun Watson in a football perspective that can win games when all things aren't right. And they've been looking for that for a long time. And when we start talking about the rest of the league and the AFC, obviously we got the AFC West, which is going to be a gauntlet. But Cleveland should be in that conversation based on having Deshaun Watson and going forward with him as their starting quarterback.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Marcus brings up a great point about the frustration of not having a quarterback. It really hasn't been like just this season. You know, there was some excitement with Baker because they had some success. But like,
and some consistency, yeah.
Yeah, so like success, consistency, feeling like, yeah, we have a guy that they haven't had it forever. Yeah. And so, and I understand that ownership hasn't been the same, front office hasn't been the same, but at some point, like when you are in the building and you feel the weight of the tradition and history of your organization, you do look at that. Like it's impossible not to be aware of the fact that that's what's gone on there. You know, no different than if you're a place and you've had a great one, knowing the value of that and trying to find another great one.
Yeah, right.
So like that has to, at some level, influence the people that are, quite honestly, signing off on something that does seem like it has a ton of risk.
Yeah, because you look at Baker Mayfield, to give him credit, 2 playoff seasons in Cleveland is incredibly hard to do based on what we saw from them the last 20 years. The guy does deserve a lot of credit. Browns were beat up last year at several positions. That's partly why they underachieved, including Mayfield. I mean, the guy had a hard time throwing on that on the torn labrum on the shoulder. So